Hello, everybody. Chris and PJ here live in the Dream Giveaway Garage.
Hello, sir.
I'm warming up, PJ.
You are. You're under the lights here, Chris.
Under the lights. Tomorrow, big day for Stephen Sam in the great state of Tennessee.
Yeah, there he is. Big
I hear
chef
he's
right
in
there.
town already.
Yes, he landed about an hour ago.
Oh, and boy, are his arms tired.
Yeah, I'm sure. He hasn't been in the garage yet, though. He's not going to do that.
Hasn't been here yet.
Tomorrow morning.
We'll see him tomorrow morning. You'll get to see him at noon live, right here where the action happens in the Dream Giveaway Garage. Stage A, the Classic Ford Dream Giveaway Award ceremony brought to us and brought to you by our friends at CJ Pony Parts.
Yeah, CJ Pony Parts has been a phenomenal partner with this giveaway. And honestly, who really doesn't want this incredible Mustang pair with the F-150?
That's right. And I've got to give a shout out to Mustang Restoration Inc. out of Illinois. They are the Mustang experts, and they did such an amazing job on the restoration of this one. Sure hope that we get to give away another car, another Mustang someday, but these guys did.
I'm going to be sad to see this one go because, I mean, look at that profile.
I love
of
this
that
car,
Chris.
Yeah.
It just doesn't get any better.
Yeah, absolutely. So that's going to be tomorrow at noon, and you guys have 4 days and about 11 hours left to go ahead and get your entries to win the 6-speed 1 of 104 6-speed challengers. They said 6-speed twice. Speaking of twice, we now know where 2 of those manual shift Challenger Hellcat Widebodies are. Joe Rady was in here today. He owns one.
Huh.
I didn't know that. His is plumb crazy. So now we know where 2 of 104 are.
That's pretty wild. Are we going to go take a look at it?
Let's go do that.
All right.
Okay, today we're going to be talking about the black key and the red key. This is super fun because the key controls the horsepower.
Now, Chris, you can't have both of them in the
No,
car.
Can't do that, so I'm going to hand you one. So when you buy it from your dealer, here's what you get. You get 2 reds and you get a black. So I'm going to hand the red keys to PJ so that we are starting the vehicle.
Them way over here.
Put them on the ground. There you go.
So they're not part of this.
So again, we are starting on the black key.
Why do we have 2 different color keys, Chris?
They determine the amount of horsepower that the vehicle gives you. So it's almost like a governor. The black key is the governor. So black key we're going to start with. I'm not going to rev it up high, but I'm going to show you how you know how much horsepower you have. Okay, you get to your SRT screen there. You hit the SRT button right down here on the console. Give it a second to load. Okay, come on. Here we go. Now I hit the SRT button. And now look right here. Let's say I go to track. Okay, come on.
I think you have drive modes there too.
Huh?
Do you have a button for drive modes over there?
There is a button. You go right to the drive mode, and there you see. I've got 500 horsepower. Now these can determine other things here. Your traction, your suspension, your steering, custom, automatic. But it doesn't matter which one I'm hitting because the 500 stays exactly the same. And the car knows that it has the black key running the vehicle. Not running the vehicle, but controlling the horsepower.
All right, so no matter what you do, you can't get into the good stuff.
You can't get into the good stuff. Let's turn it off. So I'm going to give you the black key back.
All right, and I'm going to go grab the other one.
And you'll be back in a moment here. Can't wait for you to come on back. Well, PJ's over there. Man, I am digging this 6-speed right here. This is a short throw 6-speed. Look how far over I got to go to hit that reverse. It's way over there. Okay, so now let me get back into neutral. Again, either of the red keys does the same. You don't need to have them both in the car. Before I do this, I'll remind you, you got 4 days, 11 hours left. PJ, you ready?
4 days. All right, let's see.
Let's do it. So I'm going to fire this up. I'm going to hit that SRT button again. I'm going to go back to drive modes. Look at that. Look at that. Look at the difference. The key, the red key, opens up the power. 717. Doesn't matter what mode I'm in. Each time I change a mode, we're still 717 horsepower. And the computer knows that we're on the red key. One thing that does change is the exhaust sound. So when I'm in track, you hear that deep rumble.
Yeah.
If I just go into sport, can you hear the difference? I don't know if you can, if you pick it up on the mic, but there's definitely a difference. So that active exhaust that's in this car, there's not a button. Some cars have a button that you push to turn that active exhaust on and off. Here you go into the drive mode. You know that in track you get it. At sport you got to be up at a higher RPM to go ahead and get it. But again, 717 horsepower with the red key. Now, so you're thinking, well, what if I'm the winner? Are you going to keep the red keys or are you going to give me the red keys? Don't worry. If you're the winner, you're going to get the red keys and you'll get the black keys, black key. And here's why. If you're at a restaurant, you don't want to hand the valet the red keys, now do you? Or let's say that you're going to let someone who's just learning to drive in your family. You're not going to hand them the red
Well, it's
keys.
funny you say that because Roger says dad's key versus son's
That's
key.
exactly what I'm talking about. Yeah, there's one for the mature driver, right?
Well, Jeffrey says there's an easy answer to that. Don't need that governing key because no one else is going to drive it.
4 days left to enter and win. 104 of these wide-body Hellcats were produced. One is here. Joe Rady has the Plum Crazy. I don't know how many more Sublimes were made, how many other Plum Crazies were made. PJ.
Jesus says that. Does that thing have a Hemi?
Jesus in Texas. Not only does it have a Hemi, but it's got that 6-speed. Let's take another look close up here on that, PJ.
Yeah, even though it's not a white shifter knob, and I don't think a white shifter knob would look good in this car.
No, it would look out of place here.
Yeah.
But this looks great indeed. And again, I'm going to show you guys the reverse. Is all the way over and up. See how I got to it?
That doesn't seem like a very long way. Not like that F-150 truck.
Well, look, and here's our throw. We've never done this before. We're going to show you all 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6.
Wow. There's
all 6 forward gears. 4 days left. Let me come outside. We're going to show you the graphics real quick. Exciting. Look at these graphics designed by the Dream Giveaway Garage. That's going to let everybody who's up against you on the street know that you've got a Hellcat. I've got to give special thanks to our friends at American Brother Designs for the badges right here, as well as the body color badge. And they do a great job. Please send these guys your support. See how that's body color right there? That's not factory. That's from our friends at American Brother Designs.
All right.
They did a great job. Bone stock. No American Cardcraft stuff on this one. No Anderson composites on this one. Everything except for the graphics and the emblems are straight from Dodge. 4 days left. Any questions for me before we wrap it up today? Because we got to get ready for the ceremony tomorrow.
Hamilton says, I'm definitely liking it even more now. I didn't realize you're over here, Chris. Jeffrey says that 6-speed is a theft deterrent.
That's right. It's a millennial anti-theft device, as I have heard it called.
Jeffrey says, I need that mean green Hellcat machine.
Oh, it is a mean green Hellcat machine.
Yeah, there's a lot going on here with this one.
There is. 4 days left for you guys to enter it. Kathy, don't you have some mean green promo code to give them so they can get their bonus tickets on their entries for today and through the weekend? Remember, July 1 is coming up, and we're going to have a classic car launch. And should I start giving clues yet? Maybe I should. Okay. Inspired by a comedy show that was very popular in 1968 and 1969. That's all I'm saying.
Well, before you go anywhere, Scott Ray's chiming in. Beautiful cars. I'm actually a past winner from Georgia. this company is real. They do pay the federal taxes, not the state tax, because again, Florida has no state tax here.
Scott won the Super Bees.
That's right. Amazing group of people helping out 8 beautiful charities. Thank you, Chris and PJ.
Oh, Scott, thank you for that. Yes, the winners are real. Over 163 if we count tomorrow's winner.
That's right.
It says so right on the big check there.
Big check says,
Winner 163.
Promo code Hellcat5X.
Be sure to watch our award ceremony tomorrow because winners are real, as Scott just told you. And we just can't wait to see that big smile on Steven's face when he gets the keys to those classic Fords. That will be at noon Eastern tomorrow on Friday. We'll see you guys tomorrow with more great fun, more great action, more great grand prizes. It only happens right here in our favorite place on earth. And get your entries to win the Sublime Green